there, ready to dive into the world of water quality analysis.
We're talking about a career where you're analyzing data.
You're safeguarding one of life's most essential resources.
It's a field that demands, well, scientific rigor.
And a genuine passion for protecting public health.
And today we're arming you with the insights to ace that interview.
Launch a rewarding career in this vital field.
Exactly.
Okay, let's just jump right into these interview questions.
Okay.
The first one seems pretty straightforward.
Okay.
Can you describe your experience with water sampling and analysis?
Yeah.
Seems simple enough, but I'm guessing there's more to it than just listing off your resume, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
This is your chance to bring your experience to life and demonstrate your enthusiasm.
So don't just recite tasks.
Don't just recite tasks. Tell a story.
Tell us a story.
Yes.
Okay.
Did a specific project spark your passion for water quality?
Okay.
Did a particular analysis method resonate?
So instead of saying, I collected samples and ran tests, you could say, while analyzing water samples for a local watershed project, I became fascinated by the impact of agricultural runoff on water quality. It ignited a passion in me to protect our water resources.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay.
By framing your experience with a narrative, you reveal your motivation and showcase your genuine interest in the field.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Now, what about this question?
Okay.
How do you ensure that your sampling and analysis methods are accurate and reliable? This feels like where those meticulous lab skills really come into play.
Absolutely. This is where you showcase your commitment to producing trustworthy data.
So,
Talk about standard reference materials.
okay.
These are certified substances used to check the accuracy of your instruments and methods.
Ah, so it's like having a benchmark to make sure your measurements are on point.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And don't forget to mention other quality control measures like duplicate samples. Analyzing the same sample twice to check for consistency in your results.
Gotcha.
And of course, calibration checks.
Yeah.
Regularly calibrating your instruments to ensure they're providing accurate readings.
So it's not just about doing the tests, it's about having that extra layer of scrutiny to guarantee accuracy.
Exactly. And this ties back to what the career guide emphasizes about attention to detail being a crucial skill for water quality analysts.
Speaking of the career guide, it also mentions staying updated with the latest advancements.
Right.
Which brings us to the next question.
Okay.
How do you stay up to date with the latest developments and trends in water quality analysis?
This is where you demonstrate your commitment to continuous learning.
Right.
The field is always evolving.
Okay.
New contaminants, technologies, and regulations are constantly emerging.
It's like the water cycle itself always in motion.
Exactly.
Right.
So be prepared to share how you stay current.
Okay.
Do you attend industry conferences? Like the annual Water Quality Technology Conference? Do you subscribe to journals like Environmental Science and Technology?
Or even online forums or professional organizations? I imagine those can be great resources too.
Absolutely. And don't forget to mention how you've applied those new learnings.
Right.
Did a new technique improve your analysis? Did a conference spark an innovative idea? The key is to demonstrate that you're not just passively absorbing information, you're actively seeking out ways to improve your skills and knowledge.
That's where RoleCatcher comes in handy.
Yes.
It helps you showcase those key details by analyzing job descriptions and tailoring your responses accordingly.
Right. Let's say the job description emphasizes experience with a specific type of analysis, like high-performance liquid chromatography.
Right.
RoleCatcher will pick up on that and suggest you highlight any relevant experience you have with that technique.
Okay, here's a question I'm sure makes everyone nervous. Can you describe a time when you encountered an unexpected result in your analysis?
Yes.
How did you handle it?
The dreaded, tell me about a time you failed question.
Right.
But with a scientific twist. Don't worry. Everyone encounters unexpected results.
Yeah.
It's how you approach those challenges that matters.
So don't try to dodge the question or pretend you've never made a mistake.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Choose an example where you faced a genuine challenge.
Okay.
But frame it in a way that highlights your problem-solving skills.
So instead of saying, I messed up the analysis, you could say, when I encountered an unexpected result during a routine water quality analysis.
Exactly.
Okay.
Then walk them through your process.
Okay.
Did you re-examine your methodology?
Right.
Consult with colleagues?
So you're highlighting your communication skills.
Yes.
Your ability to collaborate.
Exactly.
And your willingness to find solutions even when faced with interpersonal challenges.
Precisely. And don't forget to mention the outcome.
Right?
Did you manage to resolve the issue and work effectively together?
Okay.
Did the experience teach you valuable lessons about teamwork and communication?
And this ties back to what the career guide mentioned about being adaptable and resourceful.
Absolutely.
Essential qualities for success in this field.
Now let's move on to another question that often comes up.
Okay.
How do you prioritize your workload when you have multiple projects to manage?
It's like they're trying to see if you crack under pressure,
Right.
or if you have a system for keeping all those beakers in the air, so to speak.
It's all about demonstrating your organizational skills and your ability to stay calm under pressure.
Okay.
You might mention using project management tools,
Right.
prioritizing tasks based on deadlines, or
Right.
effectively communicating with colleagues to manage expectations.
And this ties back to those core abilities RoleCatcher highlighted. Time management,
Precisely.
judgment, and decision-making.
And don't be afraid to provide a concrete example.
Yeah.
Perhaps you had to prioritize
Okay.
a rush sample analysis
Yeah.
for a potential contamination event
Right?
while simultaneously managing a long-term research project.
Right.
How did you allocate your time and resources effectively?
And RoleCatcher can help you frame those experiences in a way that resonates. Right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It can analyze the language used in the job description
Uh-huh.
to identify the specific skills they're looking for, allowing you to tailor your examples for maximum impact.
That's incredibly helpful.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the regulatory side of things.
Okay.
This question always seems important.
Right.
How do you ensure that you are in compliance with relevant regulations and guidelines when analyzing water quality?
This is where you demonstrate your understanding of the bigger picture.
Okay.
It's not just about the science. It's about knowing the rules of the game.
So it's about protecting public health
Exactly.
and staying on the right side of the law.
Yeah. You want to demonstrate your familiarity with key regulatory bodies,
Okay.
like the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA,
Right.
and your commitment to staying updated on any changes in water quality standards.
Seems like a good time to mention those certifications the career guide highlighted.
Absolutely.
Like the Certified Water Technologist, CWT,
Yes.
or Certified Water Quality Professional, CWQP.
Those certifications demonstrate a commitment to professional standards
Right.
and can give you a significant advantage in the interview process.
And they show that you're not just keeping up with the latest techniques,
Right.
but also the ethical and legal considerations of the field.
Precisely. Now let's tackle another common question
Okay.
that can be a bit tricky.
Okay.
Can you describe a time when you had to work with a difficult colleague or team member? How did you handle the situation?
The classic difficult colleague question.
Right.
It's a way for interviewers to assess your interpersonal skills
Okay.
and your ability to navigate workplace challenges. So how do you answer this without throwing anyone under the bus,
Yeah.
or even worse, making yourself sound difficult to work with?
It's all about focusing on the solution, not the problem.
Okay.
Choose an example where you faced a genuine
Right.
interpersonal challenge,
Okay.
but keep the description objective and avoid personal attacks.
So instead of saying my lab partner was impossible to work with, you could say,
Yep.
I once had a project where my colleague and I had different approaches to data analysis.
Exactly.
Like-
Then outline the steps you took to address the issue.
Right.
Did you actively listen to their perspective?
Okay.
Did you try to find common ground or compromise? Did you seek guidance from a supervisor or mentor?
So you're highlighting your communication skills, your ability to collaborate, and your willingness to find solutions even when faced with interpersonal challenges.
Precisely.
Okay.
And don't forget to mention the outcome.
Right.
Did you manage to resolve the issue and work effectively together?
Yep.
Did the experience teach you valuable lessons about teamwork and communication?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Now let's shift gears to a question that really highlights the long-term perspective of this role.
Okay.
How do you ensure that your data is accurate and reliable when analyzing water quality over time?
This question is all about your understanding of data analysis,
Okay.
your attention to detail,
All right.
and your ability to think long term.
Okay.
Water quality isn't just about a snapshot in time. It's about identifying trends,
Okay.
potential issues,
Right.
and ensuring the sustainability of this precious resource.
So it's not just about the here and now, but about using data to predict and prevent future problems.
Exactly.
Talk about high stakes.
This is where you might discuss your experience with statistical analysis software,
Yep.
tools that help you analyze large data sets
Right.
and identify trends over time.
Right.
You could also talk about your understanding of quality control procedures for long-term monitoring programs.
So it's about having those robust systems in place
Mm.
to ensure consistency and accuracy over extended periods.
Absolutely. And don't be afraid to get specific.
Oh,
Maybe you noticed a gradual increase in a particular contaminant
right?
over several months of data analysis.
Okay.
How did you investigate the issue? And what steps did you take to address it?
That's a great example.
Yeah.
Shows that you're not just collecting data,
Right.
you're analyzing it,
Yes.
identifying patterns,
Exactly.
and using that information to make informed decisions.
Precisely.
Okay.
Now, this next question is particularly intriguing.
Okay.
Can you describe a time when you had to make a difficult decision related to water quality analysis?
Yeah.
How did you approach the situation?
This one feels heavy. It's like they want to see your internal ethical compass.
You're right.
Yeah.
This question is designed to assess your judgment,
Go.
integrity,
Yeah.
and your ability to make sound decisions even under pressure.
So it's not just about following the protocol. It's about knowing when to ask questions,
Right.
raise concerns, or
Exactly.
even make a tough call that might have significant implications.
Choose an example that demonstrates your ability to weigh different factors.
Okay.
Consider the potential consequences
Right. Sure.
and make a decision that aligns with your ethical principles and professional standards.
So, for instance, you could talk about a time when you had to flag a potential contamination issue
Right.
that could delay a project, even if it meant facing pushback or scrutiny.
That's a great example.
Okay.
Or perhaps you had to challenge a decision made by a supervisor
Right.
if you felt it could compromise the integrity of the data or potentially harm public health.
It sounds like these situations require a lot of courage and a commitment to doing the right thing, even when it's difficult.
Absolutely. And that's what makes this question so important.
Right.
It allows you to showcase your integrity and your dedication to protecting public health, even in challenging circumstances.
And this is another area where RoleCatcher can be incredibly valuable.
Yes.
It's not always easy to talk about these types of ethical dilemmas
Right.
in a way that highlights your strengths without sounding preachy or self-righteous.
You're right.
Yeah.
RoleCatcher can help you analyze your tone,
Okay.
provide feedback on your delivery,
Okay.
and ensure that you're conveying your message with authenticity and impact.
That's so helpful.
Yeah.
Now for our final question. It seems like a bit of a wrap-up.
Okay.
How do you ensure that your work is aligned with the goals and objectives of your organization or clients?
This question emphasizes the importance of communication,
Oh.
collaboration,
Right.
and understanding the bigger picture.
Okay.
It's about demonstrating that you're not just a skilled analyst.
Right.
You're a team player who understands how your role contributes to the overall mission.
So it's about connecting the dots between your technical skill,
Exactly.
the organization's goals,
Yes.
and the broader impact of your work on water quality and public health.
You might mention your process for staying informed about organizational priorities,
Okay.
your approach to communicating your findings to different stakeholders,
Right.
or even your ability to adapt your work plan to meet evolving needs.
It sounds like this question is about demonstrating that you're not just working in a bubble.
Right.
You're actively engaged in the bigger picture.
Precisely. It's about showcasing your ability to be a valuable asset to any team or organization working towards the common goal of protecting our water resources.
This has been incredibly insightful.
It has been a good conversation.
This has been incredibly insightful. So before we wrap up this deep dive into the world of water quality analyst interviews, are there any final thoughts you'd like to share?
Absolutely. As we've discussed, preparing for these interviews goes beyond simply knowing the science.
Right.
It's about showcasing your passion for water quality,
Yeah.
your problem-solving abilities, your commitment to accuracy,
Right.
and your ability to be a team player.
It's about demonstrating that you're not just a scientist. You're a guardian of this precious resource, working to ensure its safety for generations to come.
Well said. And remember, tools like RoleCatcher can provide that extra edge
Right.
by helping you tailor your responses, highlight your strengths, and approach each question strategically.
It's like having a personalized interview coach right in your pocket,
Exactly.
guiding you every step of the way.
So go into that interview with confidence.
Right.
Showcase your passion and demonstrate your commitment to making a real difference in the world of water quality analysis.
And remember, behind every interview question is an opportunity to share your knowledge, your experience, and your dedication to protecting this vital resource.
You've got this.
That's a wrap on today's deep dive into acing that water quality analyst interview. We hope you feel empowered and equipped to navigate those questions and land your dream job in this incredibly rewarding field.